I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black.
We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Giants. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Jones wants to throw to start things out here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Barkley, inside handoff. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Giants had 8-5 to start play. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 8 coming up. Again, it's Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Off play action, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the... Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
I'm one, right? 11, Thomas. 11,
and they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. Flushed out right. And that's complete to Trey McKinney, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by J.T. Woods.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position. And this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
The Charger drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow.
Here we go.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, we gotta go.
Here's Burrow.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he comes back with one complete.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's got it. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The 4th down play doesn't.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play.
Here we go.
First and goal from the 3.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
11 Thomas. 11.
Now it's Burrow. Being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
and this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Allen Lazard with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Chargers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
But, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
and Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
12, 12, 12. 11, mighty. 11, 12, 12. Gotta go.
2nd down and goal. Burrow flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. Touchdown, Chargers. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score. Chargers 31, Giants nothing. Dustin Hopkins kicking off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Looking to throw. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Finding room at midfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones sliding out of the pocket. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Darius Slayton from 10 yards out. And the Giants get a bit closer. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Gano the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those...
Now Burrow loses the football.
And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off play action. Jones. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in the stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Burrow on play action. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Jones throw brought in by Bellinger.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Throwing, Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Giants. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
11 Thomas. 11.
From midfield now, Burrow. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner who's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
11. Here we go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Well, the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
1-1, ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Catch made by Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
11 Thomas. 11.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at tennis.
Touchdown! A great effort there. 59 yards.
And the Giants strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead. touchdown here to kick it away.
From the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Charger drive about to get going.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Throwing the out route, he's got Eckler.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down.
Burrow. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
The Chargers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Williams brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Again, it's Burrow.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And some room to run now.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 78 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
They'll run wide side here with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Saquon Barkley
hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Burrow.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Here we go, here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11 12.
Burrow.
That is caught. It's Williams. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21.
Throwing. Burrow.
And this is caught by Williams. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And it's caught. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
To throw, Burrow.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Barkley, toss play left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter.
Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel